Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
The modern day Mr. Rogers.
Please won't you be my neighbor?
This is Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. It's the Monday edition of Ace and Friends. Riggins got yelled at on Friday. I'm surprised you didn't say anything back. Riggins was in a oil change place. And a guy was throwing a fit in there, yelling at the people who worked there. And then he just yelled at Riggins, "Get the hell out of the way.
Get the hell out of my way." Well, I wasn't in your way. I mean, I kind of was in his way if he wanted to go out that door. But I wasn't,
But it wasn't your fault. You weren't involved in anything else that was going on.
No.
Like, he shouldn't have been yelling at you.
I agree. And it's like one of those things, I wish I would have said this after the fact.
Yeah.
I should have said. But honestly, he was so hyped up that I'm glad I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Over a $10 window tint charge.
Yeah, but it's one of those things too. It's not the charge from the place,
right?
It's a charge from the state,
exactly.
So I get it. You're aggravated about it, but you're mad at the wrong people.
Yeah,
they're just the one. They have to do that. It's not their doing.
Yeah,
your complaint would be telling them, I don't know, who would I talk to about that, because that's not right that they're charging me this extra $10.
The House of Representatives or something. I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't their fault, and he's like yelling at, it's early in the morning on a Friday. Who's that upset over $10?
I do, for as much as I'm a hothead and freak out about things or whatever, I try to always make a point to remember, okay, so it's not them.
Yeah.
It's not this person's fault. Those are the rules they have to live by. It's like when people get mad and they yell at a server, or they're mean to a server because there's a rule in the restaurant.
Yeah.
They didn't make the rule.
Right.
This is just a person who happens to be standing at the door that tells you this is the rule.
Right.
There's no reason to yell at them. If you want to get a manager, that's one thing, but don't yell at some 17-year-old girl who's just trying to find you a spot to sit, find you a good table. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, I'm sorry, we only seat these people in this area. You have to have like 6 people to get this table or whatever. Yeah. Well, it's not her rule.
You're going after the wrong person, my friend.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
She's just trying to pay for prom, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We have some fun stuff coming up today, but we're in the midst of a champion. If you missed it, these details are next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
He is more than just the technical director of Ace and Friends. He is a champion again. Our very own Teg D. Rob. Rob's been playing this card game called, I don't know what it's called. I don't know why I even said that.
Unlimited.
Star Wars Unlimited. I will make an effort now, Rob, to learn the name of this particular game and remember that. Star Wars Unlimited is the card game that Rob played again this weekend, and he won another tournament that's 2 weekends, 2 wins. Are the same people playing like you in both tournaments?
No, me and my friend were the only ones that I believe were carryovers from the previous one.
Okay, so these are new people, so it's not as if you're beating the same people every time.
Right.
But it is a relatively small community. I
Sure.
mean, if there's 18 people and...
I was thinking about it earlier. Maybe this is a weird way to equate it, but when I was in college, one summer, my dad and I we always had race cars. And one summer when I first started driving, we had a 68 Camaro. We went every Saturday night to the same drag strip in Monroe, Louisiana. We raced, blah, blah, blah. And over time, you get to like, okay, I don't want to, that guy's going to be tough. That guy's going to be tough, you know. And I got to where I knew I was going to get, I was heartbroken if I didn't at least get to the semifinals because I know I'm good enough to beat all these people, blah, blah, blah. And you knew who was trouble. That's kind of the way I feel Rob is now. When Rob walks in, they're like, okay, that guy's going to be, that's Rob. He's a problem.
He's the guy.
He's the guy now.
Yeah.
So he won one in Spartanburg. He won one in Winston-Salem, which are kind of Winston-Salem, more, I say north, but you know, Spartanburg more south of Charlotte. So this weekend you're in Cornelius?
Yes.
Okay. So this weekend, if he wins this one, he'll have kind of laid it out for the entire area.
Oh.
Who dominates Star Wars
Unlimited.
Unlimited? Thank you.
He's a multi-state champion.
Oh, I never thought of it that way. You're right, Riggins.
Yeah,
He's a multi-state champion.
Might as well call me regional at this point.
Will this one be limited to 18 people as well, Rob?
No, I don't think so. But I don't know how many people are going to be involved in general.
Okay.
Do you have like a special move that nobody else is doing? Like you play this one particular card when you know things are
when
getting
most
rough.
people wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
I think I get real greedy with my plays. I'm trying to do like the best possible thing I can, and then a lot of people are playing a little more conservatively. Like they're waiting, biding their time, and I'm just going aggressive.
You're aggressive. You just come out, you're just hungry, aggressive.
I'm gonna win it.
Got
Win
it
all. I love that.
Oh, wow. Rob's so aggressive. I can't wait to see what happens. We come back here a week from today, and Rob's a 3-time champion, 3 times in a row.
I'm gonna retire at that point. It's not gonna get better.
Just let the legend build.
It's like, look, guys, I've done all I can do.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, you know, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. You know, it's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
One of the fun things about social media is when people are sharing about their lives, their stories from all over the country, all over the world, you learn things that you are unfamiliar with heretofore. For example, the question on this girl's TikTok says, I'm missing something. What's the bathtub cup used for?
Yeah.
And this girl's got a great Southern accent as she explains the bathtub cup.
A bathtub cup is a very versatile cup. Once you put it on the edge of your bathtub, it's going to be there for years or forever until it gets a big crack down the middle of it and it can't hold any more water. I personally use it to wash the tub out after I take a shower because I don't want the excess shampoo to make somebody slip and fall. You can use it to wash your dog, your hair, your kid's hair. You can use it to trap a spider in the bathroom. You can use it to wash the sink out. There's so many uses you can have for your bathtub cup. But just don't drink out of it because it's been in the bathroom.
There you go.
Never knew this was a thing.
It's versatile.
It's versatile.
Now, we have a bathtub cup right now because in the bathroom, the guest bathroom where Dax is bathed every night, there's some little toys, but the cup for that, for washing his hair, for pouring water over him to get him all nice and clean because the way the little chair works. I was trying to think back. I don't think we had a bathtub cup when I was a kid.
I don't think we did either.
Rob, bathtub cup?
I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen one.
It makes sense.
I guess so. It's a multi-purpose cup for a lot of different things.
Just in there, but it makes sense. You're gonna wash it, or oftentimes when you finish cleaning out a tub, you want to wipe it down real good. Which you had a bathtub cup, you can put the water in it and pour it all around. And it does have again a variety of uses. You could clean the bathtub. You can use it to wash your hair.
Sure.
You can use it to wash your baby's hair, whatever it might be.
Your dog. Yeah, sure.
I like the way she says it's a very versatile
excess shampoo, all that stuff. Don't drink out of it though, because it's been in the bathroom.
But there's nothing wrong with it. It's not filthy or anything.
Yeah, it's probably got particles on it.
Yeah, but probably it gets cleaned regularly. If you're using it to clean the bathtub or to clean your hair or whatever, it's getting soap and stuff and shampoo all over it all the time.
Does that mean it's clean?
Enough.
Clean enough.
It's clean enough, I would think.
It's clean enough.
There is a great story in the good news today. Actually, two great stories. The reason that we have the good news. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Ace and Friends.
There's a great story today from Columbus, Georgia. May 10th, police in Columbus kicked down the door of a burning home to save an 89-year-old woman inside. The department spotlighted one specific officer in a social media post. His name is Officer Michael Coley. He's the one that was banging on the door and ended up kicking the door in and then a couple of them charged in with him to get the 89-year-old lady out of the house. Wow. I was faced with a similar situation once, and I almost thought I was going to have to do that. I was at my mom's house a few years ago, probably 10 years ago. And my mom and I had been out somewhere, and we were driving back. And as we drove by, we passed this house. And I said, Mom, I think that house is on fire. She said, which one? I said, let's double back real quick. We looped back, and turns out there was a house on the side of the road, and the front of the house, the what do you call it? The easement, whatever, was on fire. It was burning. So we pulled up, and I told my mom, call 911. I'm just going to make sure nobody's in this house. And I ran up and started banging on the door, and nobody came to the door. And I looked around like, there's no water hose out here. So I didn't know what to do. So I ran around to the side of the house, just hoping if I can find a water hose, maybe I can because it wasn't burning that bad. But at this point now, it's starting to burn, and it's continuing on. So I ran around the side of the house to the back door and started banging on the back door to see if anybody was there, because there were cars in the garage. And I saw a little kid came and turned toward the front door. So I ran back around to the front of the house, and I stood back with the door. I was like, your house is on fire. And there was a moment there, because the fire was right at the front of the house, and it started getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I thought, okay, we got to make a move here, because they got to get out of this house.
Yeah.
And about that time, there was a store next door to the house, and the guy saw the smoke and came running over to see if he could do anything to help. My mom's like, we've already called 911. So the guy ran and got a water hose from his store, outside his store. And I was just standing there looking through the window, just banging on the door. I guess the family had been taking a nap. This was like a couple days after Christmas.
Yeah.
And finally the mom came, and I was like, your house is on fire. Then I stepped back, and I was like, look, my mom's out. And I'm yelling through the door, my mom is out here. I'm not trying to do this. Your house is on fire. And about that time, she saw the guy come running across behind me with the water hose. And then they got out. It was okay. The fire department came and put out the fire. But for a minute, I thought, I'm about to kick his door in.
I've been waiting for this day.
Well, and then I thought, I hope I kick this door in.
Yeah, really?
Because I don't know. Maybe I couldn't.
How do you do it?
It's the front door.
You got a mule kick it or something?
I've never kicked the front door of my house. I've kicked plenty of closet doors and stuff in, but that's
a little different.
That's different.
This is Ace and Friends.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
I told everybody earlier, my wife posted yesterday on her Instagram story this picture of Kevin Costner at the Cannes Film Festival in a white suit. Now, clearly, she kind of has a thing for older men, but she really loves Kevin Costner. She's really into Kevin Costner since Yellowstone. And now in this suit that he's wearing, his hair's completely silver. And I think her post was even, my God. And Riggins asked, I should just post pictures of some hot random woman like in a bikini.
Just to say.
Like, yes, look at this.
Be a fun little experiment.
But it gave me a different thought. Would it bother you? My wife has posted a couple of things that could be considered risky. She's posted pictures of herself, bikini photos, that kind of thing. As a trainer, that's kind of a part of what you do. Would that bother you? Would that bother you if your girlfriend were posting pictures of herself in a bikini or in a bra like Amanda has?
That's tough to say. If she was also a fitness trainer, or is she just
Same
like
situation.
Yeah, because probably not. Then
Amanda posting a picture of herself in her bra. Well, I guess it was kind of tied into her fitness.
If she had a regular job, it would probably bother me. Yeah.
Okay. So if she just posted a picture like, proud of my hard work, and it's a picture of her in a bikini, and she works a regular job, would you be like, yes, or would you be like, no, that's not?
No, that's different. I'd probably be okay if it was sort of the story was I'm working really hard to do, but if it's just a blatant thirst trap, then I probably wouldn't like it. I'm like, who are you trying to attract to?
Yeah. Rob, would you care if Meredith posted a picture of herself in a bikini, a sexy picture of herself?
I would like to think no, but I might not be happy about it.
Yeah.
But not being happy about it and saying something are two different things. Would you say something to her?
Probably. If it really bugged me that much.
Like, hey, what's the deal with this photo?
Who are you trying to impress?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. Well, I mean, I see your point. I have no problem with it at all.
Yeah. She doesn't respect you. This is the problem.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Did I say the quiet part out loud there?
Wow, that hurt.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Never mind. This ended up not going the way I thought it was going to go. Let's go to something else now.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
We just found out, apparently, there's a whole culture of people that hate something that everybody loves.
I know. So weird.
And they really, really hate it. And you would think they really, really love it. Wait until you hear what it is that they hate. That's coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should. And because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
You know, dolphins are some of the most loved animals on the planet. They're some of the smartest animals on the planet. Everybody loves dolphins. They shoot out of the water, and they fly around, and they save people from sharks and all kinds of stuff. But apparently, not everybody loves dolphins the way just average people love dolphins.
Much joy as the fact that overall within the marine biology community, people hate dolphins, like really actively hate dolphins. I just finished a 4-year marine biology undergraduate degree at a university that specializes in marine mammals. So dolphins come up a lot. A lot of people study them. 2 separate times in a lecture that I can remember, we had a call and response moment where a lecturer went, "What do we hate?" And we all, a room full of marine biology students, went, "Dolphins." 2 times. My dissertation supervisor has anti-dolphin art in his office. Like, they are just overall disliked. Like, yeah, people study them, they're interesting, like, they're important ecologically, but like, vibes-wise, ethically-wise, they are questionable animals. They're intelligent enough to know that what they're doing is bad and causes pain and like causes distress, and they do it anyway.
What are they doing that causes pain and distress?
I don't know, but I have to find out.
That's what I want to know.
What do they do? And they know that it's wrong. They're either torturing some other animal, or they're just being cruel. I don't know. I have to find out, though. That seems like an important part of the story. That they're morally
bankrupt.
Yeah,
here, she's got a little bit more of this.
And that's like, it's a little bit rough, and they are therefore universally disliked. Like, there are some dolphin defenders out there, don't get me wrong, but like, in general, not loved.
Who knew?
I had no idea. Marine biologists hate dolphins.
I find that very hard to believe. I would have thought marine biologists would love dolphins.
You've got anti-dolphin art in your. I mean, what the hell does that look like?
You're a marine biologist.
What is going on?
It'd be like me having things. Music sucks.
Yeah,
you know?
Being like vocal about it.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. So yeah, I have to find. No, we've heard those stories about dolphins being sexually aggressive with tourists, and human tourists and stuff.
But I always thought that's because they can't help it. That's just,
right. It's like a natural drive.
If something happens, they get touched in the right spot or whatever. They just can't have. That's what they do because they're animals.
Your Honor, I got touched.
I can't.
If you touch me in a certain space,
Your Honor.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
It's time to go on a little bit of a trip. We're going to go on a trip with a young man and his mom. He wants to take her somewhere. He doesn't quite understand where he's going.
Pound Town. Let's go Pound Town.
What's Pound Town?
Pound Town. The town.
Where is it located at?
It's located at Pound Town.
I know. Where is Pound Town?
At Pound Town.
What you do at Pound Town?
You pound people in the town.
So you just go around the town and pound everybody?
I'll pound you right now.
No, the hell you won't. You going to jail.
I'll pound you right now.
That's got 900,000+ likes.
I'm gonna take you to Pound Town. The hell you are?
And he's sitting in his little chair. He's going, Pound Town, Pound Town,
Pound Town.
Where is that? It's it's a town where they pound.
Where they pound people.
What?
And I'm gonna pound you in Pound Town.
Pound Town.
What's Pound Town?
There's a Pound Town.
Pound Town. The town.
Where is it located at?
It's located at Pound Town.
I know. Where is Pound Town?
At Pound Town.
It's at Pound Town. Like, what do you want me to say? It's at Pound Town. I don't know what it is.
Pound Town. Come on. I love it.
I'll pound you.
Hey, you want to get a ticket to Pound Town? It's where we pound people in the town.
So good.
Oh, it's so innocent, too.
Yeah, he has no idea.
No idea.
This is Ace and Friends.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
If you had to tell someone your age based upon something from your childhood, what would it be? Like if I tried to describe someone, like, how old are you? I'm blank old, not years. Like I'm videos on MTV old.
Yeah.
You know, I'm landline in the home old.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Is there something that pops into your mind immediately?
I'm TGIF old.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was like early 90s.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Rob, can you think of one? That describes how old you are based upon situations.
Yeah, I guess I'm original Power Rangers old.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one. That's a real good one.
I think I was like 92.
Yeah.
Videos on MTV started when?
Well, with 81, it was all they had. Just videos.
Was it the Buggles? That's the first one?
Video killed the radio star. Yeah.
In 91?
81.
81.
81, 82? I think it was 81. I was in the 8th grade the first time I saw it, but we didn't get it until right after that.
Okay.
I think right before I started the next year, I think was when I got it, like in the summer of 82 before I started high school.
So you would say before videos were on MTV. It's probably more accurate.
That is correct.
You're Woodstock old?
Well,
Woodstock.
Technically, I was born when Woodstock happened. I was a year old when Woodstock happened.
Really?
But you can't count that, can you? Because I didn't really know what was going on. I'm Evel Knievel old.
Yeah, that's
Evel
a good
Knievel
one.
was a bad man.
Yeah.
I love Evel Knievel, boy. I have an Evel Knievel stunt cycle right now at my house.
Yeah, somebody sent that.
It's a little toy that I wind up, and Dax thinks it's real cool.
I bet.
We're going to be building some ramps pretty soon when he gets a little older. Jumping some stuff.
His son did not do very well, Robbie Knievel.
He did really well.
Oh, he wasn't as cool.
Well, it's going to be hard to be as cool as Evel Knievel, Rob. I mean, it's just a different time, a different era.
He has like the same nickname I had whenever I was a kid, Robbie. I was like, I don't like that he's using that name.
What was his nickname?
It's Robbie Knievel.
Oh, I thought
you don't want to share that with Evel Knievel's son?
Oh, I thought like Robbie Knievel was called Tech D Rob.
Yeah.
I didn't get
What a coincidence. Why don't you like sharing that with him?
I just don't think he's as good as his dad.
Really? I don't know anything about Robbie Knievel. Does he do all the same stuff? He jumps.
I don't think he jumps anymore. I think he's retired, but he was super successful. He did a bunch of Fox TV specials and all kinds of stuff. He was very successful as a jumper.
All those ones I saw on Fox, he didn't do it. So
I love that Rob hates Evel Knievel's son.
Rob hates people.
He passed away last year, so I can't really be too angry at him, I guess.
Oh, Robbie Knievel's dead?
Yeah, he says he died at the age of 60, January 13th, 2023.
Oh, I didn't know that he died.
In a motorcycle thing?
No, pancreatic cancer.
Oh. You feel bad now?
No.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
It is that time of year when everybody gives advice to graduates, because that's what you do. You try to help them as they venture off to the next phase of life. Here is some advice that is going viral for graduates.
Out to the class of 2024, you guys made it. I'm so proud of y'all, but let me go and let you know, baby. Life is finna grab you by the back of your neck like a dog and finna walk you down. Baby, please take your time.
Life is fixing to grab you by the back of the neck like a dog and walk you down.
I love that.
I haven't stopped thinking about that. Grab you by the back of the neck like a dog and walk you down. That is so true.
It is very accurate.
Yeah, life does grab
accurate.
you by the back of the neck like a dog.
Think about that. I've given a couple of graduation speeches. It's one of the things I always like to point out. When you walk out of that room that night, for the first time in your life, you are now seen as a totally different person.
Yeah.
You are now seen as an adult. You didn't come in here as an adult, but when you walk out, once you're a high school graduate, now you're an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very different world once you become an adult.
Yeah, the real world hits you fast.
Yeah, but the way he phrases this, I think, is just fantastic.
For 2024, you guys made it. I'm so proud of y'all, but let me go and let you know, baby. Life is finna grab you by the back of your neck like a dog and finna walk you down.
That's what you should say to the graduates.
I think I'm going to use that next time.
I'm going to walk you down, okay?
Walk you down.
Life is fixing to grab you by the back of the neck like a dog and fixing to walk you down.
Thank you. Good night. Congratulations.
I'm proud of you, babies, but let me tell you.
That's exactly. I love this so much.
For 2024, you guys made it. I'm so proud of y'all, but let me go and let you know, baby. Life is finna grab you by the back of your neck like a dog and finna walk you down.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
A few things you might find interesting, including the jobs with the most millionaires and why they throwing Granny out of Disney World. Well, because Granny can't control herself. Not to be missed. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. Yeah. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
All right, strap in. We'll move quickly through a few things you might find interesting. Just random stuff from around the globe. A poll of 10,000 people with at least $1 million in wealth found the top ways to achieve it are by investing in a 401k and buying a house. Simple, clean, play the long-term game.
Yeah.
The top 3 jobs with the most millionaires: engineer, accountant, teacher.
Teacher?
Stable, long-term investment. They start investing at a young age. They may not make the most money, but because of the stability of the job, and they can say, I'm going to save this much every single month with all of those jobs, it allows them long-term to grow a 401k.
Wow.
As an investment. Something else you might find interesting. In 2 new polls, 39% of people say it is okay to swipe the pin from a hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, is it acceptable to steal the pin that the server in a restaurant gives you to sign the bill?
No.
It is not. That's right. It's 2 totally different things. Mm-hmm. They don't mind you taking the pin at the hotel. That's what they want you. That's why they have their name all over
Free
it.
advertising.
But they do not want you taking the pin from the server. I just think that's terrible.
Messed up.
Yeah. By the way, the people most likely to steal hotel pins are Midwestern Gen X women, while those who are most likely to take the pin from the server, Gen Z men from the Northwest.
From the Northwest.
And something else you might find interesting, Orange County Sheriff in Florida has confirmed an incident at Disney World earlier this year. The 32-year-old male cast member who was playing Goofy was taking pictures with a family of 4, 3 of them on his right side, grandmother on his left side. According to the police report, there's a police report. According to the police report, Grandma placed her hand on his butt and squeezed 3 times. And while she was squeezing, she shouted, "Woohoo! Woohoo!"
What?
The cast member was not cool with it. He reported the woman. The grandmother was approached by park officials, and she said, quote, "What? I guess he doesn't want it here. Goofy wants us to leave now."
What?
So apparently, according to the report, the father then said, quote, "What did you do?" So it sounds like father may have known grandma's. Unclear whether or not they were asked to leave, and no one has been arrested yet. But the victim, the guy playing Goofy, does want to press charges.
Uh-oh. Grandma going to jail.
Okay, but somebody grabbed his butt 3 times. Is it?
Hey,
Is that worth pressing charges over?
If you don't punish people, they don't learn.
You're going to press charges against grandma for that?
Hell yeah.
I disagree. Those are a few things you might find interesting.
This is Ace and Friends.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
This is Ace and Friends.
I found some more questionable internet opinions. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Now, these aren't mine. These are pulled from Reddit. Questionable internet opinions. When making toast, if one side is more burnt than the other, then the butter or jelly should always go on the burnt side.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Agreed. Put it on the darker of the two.
I think I would want the burnt side on the bottom.
Really?
Yeah, I would want the burnt side on the bottom, I believe. I don't know why. Rob?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
When making toast, if one side is more burnt than the other, the butter or jelly should always go on the burnt side.
I would put the burnt side on the side that doesn't touch my tongue. That way I get the flavor of just the crisp bread, not the toasted bread.
So then you would put the butter or the jelly on top of the burnt side.
Yeah, I think
so the burnt side would be up. So the side that touches your tongue would be down.
What an odd response.
I mean,
the burnt side doesn't touch my tongue.
Well, that's how whenever I layer things on sandwiches or burgers or whatever, I make sure that the more flavorful things are on the bottom because that's going to be the first thing to touch my tongue.
Huh.
I'm going to change the way y'all look at food.
Yeah,
I'm a pioneer.
You might be.
So
you getting that, Ace? I mean, is that making any sense to you?
When you make a burger, does anything go between the meat and the bread?
I put most of the time I put the condiments on the bottom, but I do put cheese on top of the burger because I want to melt it a little bit. That's the only one that I make that concession.
So why not
condiments on the bottom?
Why not take the once you put the cheese on it, and why not flip it over so the cheese is on the bottom when you put it on the hamburger bun?
Oh, well, it looks like you maybe just schooled me. We're learning from each other today.
So what condiments do you use?
It varies, but it's mostly ketchup, mustard, sometimes mayonnaise. That's really.
And you put all of those on the bottom bun, and then put the patty on the hamburger patty on top of that.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Wow, that is wild.
But it's not wrong.
It's weird. I know that.
It's unusual. Yeah. But why do the condiments have to go on why can't they go on the bottom bun? Why do they have to go on top of the burger?
Because he's right. You do taste the stuff on your tongue first, so you wouldn't want to taste ketchup, mustard, and mayo before the meat of the burger. Oh, you're gonna.
I wouldn't, but he would.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why it's odd though. Yeah. You're gonna just taste condiments
because you don't use any tomato or lettuce or anything like that, right, Rob?
I'll do lettuce, but I'm not putting tomato.
Okay. But now next time maybe you should just flip the patty over so the cheese is on the bottom.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't like if I go to if I go get it prepared somewhere, like if I go to McDonald's or whatever, I like that they put it on top because otherwise the bun gets a little soggy. But whenever I'm making my own, I eat it immediately so it doesn't get soggy.
Wow. Well, this has been interesting. That took a turn.
Wow. I'll be thinking about that the rest of the day.
There's no way around it. Every time I cook something today, I'm going to be thinking, how would Rob eat this? All the tasty stuff has to go on the bottom.
I don't know, man.
I may go home today and make a sandwich just to put everything on the bottom to see how weird it is.
Yeah, all the condiments directly on the bottom bread.
Everything goes on the bottom bread.
Wow.
And I'm gonna, wow, that's right.
Yes.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
I have to know more about something we just learned. We just found out that Tech D Rob, when he makes a hamburger, puts the condiments on the bottom because he wants them to touch his tongue first. Am I explaining that right, Rob?
Yeah.
So, and you do that? Do you do that when you make a sandwich?
No, I think usually with a sandwich, I will put like mayo on the top side. I can't really give you a good reason why I do it there.
Do you do that with all of your food in some fashion?
I do.
Are there other foods that you construct in such a way so as what you feel to be the most flavorful part of it is on the bottom because it touches your tongue first?
I have been known to, like, if I go to a restaurant and they bring it where the condiments are on the top or whatever, I'll flip the burger over to eat.
To me, that is like crazy to flip it upside down, eat it up, any kind of any burger.
You're eating it with the bottom bun on the top then. Yeah. So the nice, soft, fluffy, round top bun is then just squished up on the bottom because it's flipped upside down.
Yep. Well, I mean, like when I put it in my hands, I just flip it to where it's that way.
Yeah.
But I'll put it back down on the plate on the bottom bun.
Yeah.
Look,
but you don't do that. Like, so you go to a Subway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't flip that upside down and eat it, right?
Yeah, I think maybe it's just hot food is what I do it with.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
So if you had like a hot meatball sub.
I'm not really putting any condiments on that, though.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, there's no condiments. There's
An upside down meatball sub. That is wild.
That would be dangerous.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sex thing or something.
Oh, he gave her the old hot the hot meatball sandwich.
Upside down meatball sandwich. Wow, man. I know, this is just like mind bending.
I'm trying to just trying to run through foods in my mind, but it's about the only thing.
When you make spaghetti and meatballs, do you put the sauce down first and then the noodles?
Mm-mm. I kind of I'll mix that all in a pot before I if I make spaghetti.
So when your spaghetti meatballs, when it hits the table, it's all mixed as soon as you pull it out of the pot.
Yeah. What about tacos? Do you put the lettuce and cheese in the shell first before the meat? I
put the cheese down first, yeah.
Okay.
And then meat and then the whatever else?
Yeah. And I can't explain, like I said, I can't explain why I do it different there.
Neither can I. Because Taco Bell doesn't do it like that. They put the meat in and then the lettuce, cheese, tomato, sour cream.
They definitely do. That's.
I'm going to think about this all day now. I really am.
I wish I had a good reason to tell you. I mean, I know like when I think about it and I get a food, I prioritize where it goes. But like for some reason, some things aren't that way. I don't know.
This will haunt me the rest of the day.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out, and so we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is Ace and Friends.
I don't know if it's considered a full-blown movement at this point, but this lady's going viral. Maybe she's about to start a movement because apparently she believes that she in particular, maybe a lot of other women feel this way. They've had enough.
Women's rights. I don't want them. You don't care about what? I don't want to vote. I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything. What the is wrong with you? I'd rather get married to a nice man and have kids and clean and cook. You know how much... You don't know how to cook. I could learn to cook if I didn't have to work.
I could learn to cook if I didn't have to work.
Yeah.
They shut up after that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of women especially on TikTok, that talk about this all the time.
I'm sure it's very prevalent now because of the Harrison Butker guy.
Yeah, a lot of it's the trad wife movement, right? They call it the trad wife.
I don't know that.
The traditional wife.
Oh, I was like, what is
yeah,
that?
they call it being a trad wife. And one woman goes on. One of the ones that I saw a while back went viral. She had millions of views, and she was like, "Hey, yeah, I'm a trad wife, and I love it." She's like, "I stay home and I cook and I clean, and when my husband comes home from work, we have a meal on the table." And when he's getting ready in the morning, I prepare him breakfast and I take care of the kids. And this is what I do. And I love it. And our family runs flawlessly this way, blah, 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 blah.
Did she just get attacked by women?
Some. A lot of them were like, amen, girl, me too. There were a lot of women that spoke up and said that's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's up to you. It's up to you and your family's situation. I don't understand why they attack people, whether you work or don't. I don't understand other women attacking other women because of it. It's not just because it works for her doesn't mean it's threatening to you, and vice versa. Just because a woman works is not threatening to a woman who stays home. I've never understood that part. But yeah, there are a lot of them especially on TikTok, that talk about the trad wife, being a trad wife, or they want to be a trad wife,
or is it like a stay-at-home mom? It's just a new.
It's exactly
name for
what it is. They just call it just a traditional. They call it a traditional wife. That old school thought of mom runs the house. Dad goes out and makes the money.
Would your wife consider herself, because she works, she would not consider herself a stay-at-home mom?
She doesn't work full time, so she only works like a couple hours here, a couple hours there. She probably works, about 10 hours a week or so.
Would she be insulted if you called her a stay-at-home mom?
No, not at all. No. She would like to be fully stay-at-home.
Yeah.
If I could, get back to, as soon as I get back to making enough money where she can stay at home, and even now she just works because she wants to.
Yeah.
We really need the money though.
Please work more.
I need you to pick up like some more hours. But we do need the money now, and Dax is little, but hopefully going forward she will be able to stay at home.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's her choice, not not mine. As long as she stays fit.
There you go.
Okay.
This is Ace and Friends.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
This is Ace and Friends.
Riggins, when you were yelled at over the weekend, if you missed the story, Friday, Riggins was in an oil change place and he got yelled at. How long after the guy walked away did you think, oh, I wish I'd have said something?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I mean, you think about like, oh, I could have said this, but I'm glad. No, I would have never said anything. I'm not looking for that.
Oh, okay.
He looked like he could beat you up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he an older guy, younger guy, about your age, what?
Yeah, he may be a little bit older.
Okay, and he yelled at Riggins because Riggins was seated by the door and he told Riggins, get the hell out of the way.
Get the hell out of here. Just kind of like, not even to me, but also kind of just, he was so frustrated. Get the hell out of the way. He didn't even look at me.
You didn't take it personal, I assume, right? Like,
no.
Yeah.
No. I mean, he was a jerk, but.
Yeah. I mean, he's having a bad day. I give people a little leniency.
Yeah.
He could have been more rude to you, I suppose.
Yeah, he could have like hit me or something.
That would have been really strange for sure.
It worked out in my favor because I ended up getting a free cabin air filter from them.
I had to install my own cabin air filter. It sucked.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Over $10. I mean, it was a $10 charge on the inspection that he was getting. And that's all they talked about.
And he's supposed to have gotten charged that because I know that's the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's not the people at the location. It's not their charge.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't profit from that. That's something the state mandates that they do. So yelling at them, they're like, well, you can yell all you want, but there's nothing I can do about it. I have to charge you.
Yeah. The only thing I might have said is like, I am out of your way. Like, I'm not in your way. Get the hell out of my way. I'm not in your way. You have plenty of. I'm making myself as small as possible for you to get through.
You're a better man than I am.
Well, I mean, what would you have said? What would you have said?
I mean,
screw you.
We know what he did in the smoothie place.
You talking to?
Yeah, well, that guy was looking for a fight, but
the guy in the smoothie place that day was trying to start something with me.
Got to be starting
Yeah.
something.
And I should have been better than to have played into it.
Yeah.
How many times have you said that after something?
Oh, of course. Oh, you have no idea, Rob. You have no idea how many times I've got mad at myself. Like, you're smarter than that. Don't do that. Yeah, if you don't know the story, the guy in the smoothie place during COVID, it was 2020, and I had a mask in my back pocket. I'd forgotten to put it on when I walked in the store, and he starts mouthing off behind me. And I said, "Are you talking to me?" And he starts yelling, "You're selfish, put everybody at risk." And I was like, "If you think that's the way to get me to put my mask on, you're sadly mistaken." Then he called me trash, and then I told him we could take it outside. And then I realized if we go outside, he's like half my age and in better shape. He'll probably beat the crap out of me. But that's okay. We'll go. And he didn't want to go outside.
He didn't want to do that.
Yeah, well, he just told me I don't want to do that. And I was like, I'm headed out there right now. And I circled the park. I did circle the parking lot once, and I thought, just drive away.
You did get your smoothie though, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't leave it. I did my smoothie. I was still hungry.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
I think I know the answer, Riggins. Your favorite thing from today's show?
Finding out that Rob...
The sandwich thing.
Well, no, I was going to say that he hates Evel Knievel's son.
Oh, yeah.
That was weird, too. Like, he's got this odd celebrity grudge. I think is fantastic. Like, and that's so fitting for Rob. Like, he would hate an obscure celebrity like that.
I'm so strange. I'm aware.
Yeah, I'd forgot. Honestly, I got so sidetracked with the weird sandwich thing with Rob that he puts the condiments on the bottom of a hamburger so they touch his tongue first that I forgot he hates Robbie Knievel.
Yeah, I mean,
Evel Knievel's son.
Who hates? I didn't even know that guy existed. But the sandwich thing is also incredibly weird. But we know that Rob has that weird thing about textures, and he's like, I want the things to touch my tongue in a certain order, and it's like a whole thing with him.
I'm a weirdo.
It's a lot of thought.
Yeah. It is.
That's why I can't sleep at night. There's too many random thoughts going around in my brain. I'm just overloaded.
Hey, you might be.
Yeah, you can't even make a hamburger without having to put thought into it.
I know.
I have to stack it perfectly.
My brain is constantly working.
But again, it's not that. It's not wrong. So you put like mayonnaise and ketchup or whatever and lettuce on the bottom, and then the meat. I'm telling you, try. I think you should try once you melt the cheese on there, then just flip it over and see if that makes it better for you.
Probably would be good. Yeah, I'm down for it for sure.
And the fact that in a restaurant, Rob picks it up, flips it over in his hand, and eats it with the bottom bun on the top, and then flips it back over and sits it back down on the plate.
That is the weirdest part of it to me. Flipping a sandwich upside down or a burger like that.
If you get one of those ones that's got the onion rings and the barbecue on top, that's the best one to kind of flip over, because then you get the whole thing in the. Which
just seems incredibly messy to be flipping something with barbecue sauce on it, flipping it over.
That one is kind of messy. You're right.
Okay. Rob, your favorite thing from today's show?
I mean, it was mostly about me being weird, so I don't know. I don't remember much else.
Can you explain quickly Robbie Knievel again? Why you hate Robbie Knievel?
I watched some of his stuff on Fox, and he just wasn't as cool as his dad. And if I remember correctly, he didn't pull off a good bit of these stunts. I think he just tried them and he didn't do very well.
Oh, is that true?
I don't know that that's accurate. I think he did pretty well.
I don't know.
I mean, Evel Knievel became famous because he crashed so much.
Well, maybe I'm thinking that I don't like the Evil and not Robbie.
Evel Knievel was just cool though. Just he was. I mean, he wasn't necessarily the best person. You know, he's the guy. He's the one that Evel Knievel was the one that beat up a guy that wrote a book about him.
Okay, well, clear.
And broke his arm. And when they went to court, the guy sued him. When they went to court, the judge asked him point blank, "Did you do it?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "And as soon as his arm comes out of a cast, I'm gonna break it again." They're like, "Well, it's kind of an open and shut case here, guys. You're going to lose." He was like, "Fine, I don't care."
He attacked some guy that was writing a book about him?
Yeah, the guy wrote a book about him and said some things I guess were proven to be true, but Evel Knievel didn't want them published. And so he saw the guy and he broke his arms.
Oh my God.
And then he told the judge, I will break his arms again. I hate that guy.
What was he saying about him as a stuntman?
I think it's just stuff like that. Maybe that he was, like
a bad person or something.
That he was, that he didn't treat people well. That sometimes he was rude to people. That he was arrogant, womanizer, all this kind of stuff. All of which I don't think he lied about anything. He was just mad because and they were working together to write the book. I don't know the whole story, but they were working together to write the book, and then they had a falling out. And so when the guy published the book, he was like, I caught him in the parking lot and broke his arms.
I hate that.
Then he told the judge, "Yes, sir, I broke his arms, and I'm gonna do it again."
See, that ain't something Robbie Knievel would do.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.